And we're back with some more Rimworld. And today we're going to be immediately dipping into the Luciferium. Luxana just came back from the dead and she has a little bit of dementia. Now, there was some debate in the comments as to whether or not Luciferium could heal dementia, so I went to Google, of course. Google, however, was completely unhelpful. Oh, wow. Just everywhere I went, it was like, oh, no, it does. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Like, everyone kept disagreeing with each other. So I just did some testing. And it's actually quite surprising. Yes, not only does Luciferium heal scars, it also heals carcinomas, frail, cataracts, deafness, dementia, asthma, blindness, bad backs, and Alzheimer's. Yeah, so Luciferium, it's fantastic. Ask your doctor about Luciferium for your pawns today. Side effects may include blind rages, insanity, and death. Re-up not guaranteed. I also have updated the wiki so that hopefully, next people who have to deal with this can just look it up instead of having to go and do a bunch of testing. I don't know if it affects... The only thing I didn't test was, I think it was blocked arteries, but I'm pretty sure it'd affect that as well, though I can't guarantee that. I haven't actually tested it. But we've got Luxana back up and running. Soon once she's recovered from her resurrection sickness, she can dose herself with some Lucy, but it will be about 15 to 30 days before that gets cured, assuming she doesn't pick up any scars in the interim. In the meantime, let's make sure everyone else gets healed up and send out our next mining party. To help with morale as we fight, I'm going to put in a dining area right here. Putting in a dining area just means they have less distance to travel, and if we do unselect them and tell them, hey, go back to work, and if they are hungry, they'll immediately run in here and grab their food. Cockerel has chemical damage. Yes, I'm going to get into my booze again. Luciferium addiction for Luxana. We actually fed it to her while she was asleep. No point waiting. She can... Why is it pausing? Oop, caravan has arrived at a lump of compacted machinery. Excellent. Oh, and it's guarded by a couple of rats. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Let's go grab the boys and take care of this problem. Considering the speed Cant can mine at, I'm almost tempted to get a bionic leg for Wesley and a couple of arms for him as well. Though I don't think we really need to speed it up anymore. This is just... Wow, I used to remember when I had to send 3 miners to get something done, and now 2 can do it in a quarter of the time. While we're waiting for the mining to complete, we're also going to finish off the production of this. This is all going to be for packaged survival meals. Well, once we get a roof on this. Packaged survival meals don't go off, we can leave them in here for ages. They're effectively just refrigerated meals. Well, you could get the fridges mod, but I like to stick inside the game mechanics. We'll put a bunch of survival meals in there. That will mean we have plenty of food close by for everyone to eat, especially when we're dealing with long-term attacks. That can be really beneficial. We'll turn this area over here into a little armory where we'll keep all our spare weapons. Keeping them in here is... well, can cause issues. Reason being, just say something would set this on fire or set them off. We could have, secondary explosions. That would be bad. The little armory will help us out. Before we can get our new dining area up and running, though, our caravan has been ambushed again. Good job, Wesley. Okay, 3 tribespeople, is it? Ooh, 1 close combat, 2 ranged. Let's set up a little kill box and get ourselves sorted for this. Very simple plan. We're just going to tuck in here. I dumped a couple of rocks there and there. You can't really see them under the animals, but yeah, there's a slate chunk and another chunk there to give us a bit of cover. And then we're going to let them come at us, and we're going to use the animals as human shields while we let our guns do the talking. Let's hope their bows don't outrange us too much. Ow! You shot Wesley. Can both of you maybe target the same person? Just, it would make things faster and simpler. And maybe let's get the animals over there to help out. One of the odd things about this game is when it comes to humans, animals run away from them. So you can't really use them the same way you can against bugs and other things. Like, you'll see they're trying to run over there. I've put a zone on top of that guy. But they don't want to deal with them. I should probably try flanking this guy, but if I leave cover, it could be problematic. Sooner enough, I'd prefer to just kill them. This guy's amazing, though. Look at this. A transhumanist psychopath that's also sanguine. Oh, burning passion for animals. Could be good at melee, construction, and plants. It's pity. You know what? Let him go. We have a job to do, and we're not going to be hanging around here. We don't want to hang around here. No one even got a scratch. Perfect. As nighttime sets and we're waiting for everyone to come up in the morning, a new quest has arrived. Yeah, there's a legendary charge rifle up for grabs. Normally, I would jump at the chance for one of those. They do incredible damage, and just long-term throughout the game, they just would pay for themselves so much. But we're leaving soon, so I don't think it's worth it. We'd have to deal with 9 mech capsules, 6 mech assemblers, 7 mech drop pod beacons, which, God knows, they could drop 2-3 mechs apiece, 12 mini slugger turrets, 5 auto infernos, and 4 auto charge. Don't get me wrong, I would normally jump at the chance of this, but just the way it is now, ooh, and 3 healer mech arms would not be too bad either, but no. Nope, 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 nope. We are going to finish this up and we're going to get off this planet. We had a goal, and we're already down to what, 29 points? Ugh. Yep, we can't afford to waste any more time. We just did a little bit of research there in the background to get penoxycillin production. The reason for that is, well, we like penoxycillin. Oh, 1 second. Penoxycillin will allow us, we're going to start taking that once we activate the ship engine, just to cut down on all the nasty diseases that might get thrown at us if just say our benevolent storyteller feels a little bit annoyed. How are we doing here? You have, yep, food and rest is grand. Why don't you go in there and grab that gold for us? Well, this has got to be the most awkwardly positioned piece of ore I have ever seen. It's right in the middle of, what, a lake? A river? Yeah, that's right in the middle of a river. It was blocking the river. Good job, game. But on the bright side, it would only take about 10 seconds to cut through, though. It's not giving us a lot of gold. Is that normally how much you get out of these? Seriously, Wesley, hurry up. 341 gold should do, actually. Yeah, let's get out of here and head back to base. Riker has finally completed their magician training. They've now got Bullet Shield, Flash Storm, Skip, Chaos Skip, Neural Heat Dump, and Pain Block. Yeah, the only things I'm really interested in are Skip and maybe Bullet Shield, though I'm not sure we'll find much of use for Bullet Shield considering our kill box, but if a drop comes in, it might come in handy. At the same time, we're almost finished here. Come on, people, hurry up. We want this second dining area up and running. Before we can get this finished, we just got to deal with a quick 2 deep infestation. Shouldn't be an issue, actually. We kind of need the chem fuel. We've run out of chem fuel, and hey, where are you all going? Oh, there comes our little defensive squad, and we've even got Quark up front here. Hopefully he can get some melee experience. Have not really been using that monosword of his as much as I should have. What? Can you even get a hit in there, buddy? Nah, the donkey got in the way. It doesn't matter. We'll take care of them pretty quick. We're still cleaning up this mess. It's not that bad. Hopefully we can get more chem fuel out of this. We ran quite short of the stuff due to all the explosive shells we were creating. That should keep us going, though. Unfortunately, Sulu here has decided to have a bit of a food binge, but that won't last very long. Yeah. Go have a nap, buddy. Yeah, you'll be fine. Once they wake up from that EMP grenade, they'll stop being a problem for us. Now, where did I leave that gun? You, get over here and pick that up. Yeah, there's... That circadian assistant has saved me an awful lot of food, though... it seems to be there's a weird thing with this circadian assistant and knocking them out unconscious when they're in the middle of a gourmet binge. There's sort of like a mean time between how often they have a binge, and if you just immediately zap them before they get a chance to eat anything, they seem to immediately go back to having a binge a day or two later. So I think you have to let them have a meal first. I'll do some more testing, but I think Sulu should be fine now for another, whatever, couple of seasons. Oh, back on your feet, are you? Going for a nap. Well, why don't you just pick up your gun before you go do that? I should really install that mod. There's a mod that allows you to... They automatically go and pick up their gun after they've been knocked unconscious, injured, or operated on. One thing that's gotten a little bit out of hand in testing was animals. Those 2 chickens we got, this is how many we have now. This is where the hens start. They're all in this hen zone, and as you'll notice, there is an awful lot of them. And they're eating up all of the little bushes, so they're actually going to starve out our other animals if we're not careful. Yeah, you end up with so many of them so quickly. We only started with 2, and they start to reproduce, and then it's just an exponential explosion from there on in. Right now we have another 8 eggs that are about to hatch shortly. Well, we're putting together a big trade caravan. They're going to head over here, and we're going to dump off a whole load of them. I'm not sure if it's worth it. We might be better off just slaughter them for the meat. But wildlife-wise, we're pretty much hunting down anything that walks or crawls on the map. It's all going to end up in the fridge and then get turned into meals for us. We have so many potatoes to work with. Yep, that's all our farmers heading off to the mart to sell off all our chickens. This is going to be a very slow-moving caravan, assuming they can get off the map before one of them experiences a mental break. Dear Lord, that is a ridiculous amount of animals. Our trading caravan has arrived, and I have installed a little mod in the background. It's called Trade Helper. And what you can do is here, you can put in some keywords to search for things. For example, down here you'll see psi. I've got psi, anything with the word psi with a star after it, so anything that starts with psi, that will get highlighted. So Psychic Shock Lance, Psychic Soothe Pulsar, Psychic Insanity Lances, even some of the psi power ability things that jack up your psi pawns, that will also get highlighted. Triple rocket launchers, doomsdays, those type of things. It just makes it easier at a glance to see what's going on. I'll probably have to modify this a bit and add and remove a few words. But it does, like, look, there's some psychic foil hats. I really want one of those. Cataphract helmets, yes, they're always good. Let's grab a couple of those. It just highlights things that you may be interested in, and you just put in the keywords, and then you don't have to worry about them again. And it even shows you down here what you're buying and how much it's going to cost you. Selling all of those chickens that we brought with us, what netted us 295 silver. I'm getting out of the chicken rearing business. This just does not seem like a profitable method. Maybe it's good enough for making food, but yeah, chickens were a fun experiment, but I think they've run their course. I really like this mod. It shows us exactly what we're selling, how much all of what we're selling is worth, how much what we're buying is worth. This just makes things a little bit more convenient, you know? Anyway, we came out pretty much even from that trade deal, sold off most of our junk. But this happens to also be a mining expedition, so let's go grab that gold while we're here. One handy thing now is, well, we've got this done over here. We've put in a little bit of a hospital to help with healing, just in case anyone gets badly injured during this upcoming fights we're going to have. And at the same time, I've still left all these people just meditating down here 24/7. The reason being, even though all four of the more recent people we've hired can now have got all their psi powers, we still have 3 people who don't have psi powers that could potentially get them, namely Guinan. Guinan is our primary crafter, and we just don't have time for her to be going around, boosting up her psi powers all the time. So instead, we're going to have everyone else create the tree for her, and she just pops up to collect the abilities. So now she's got stun level 1, even though she did nothing for it. She just went down and linked to the tree for a day. Ooh, new lovers. Who have we got? Julian and Riker. Okay, that fair enough. Julian and Riker can have that room. I'm sure they'll get along just fine. Speaking of Julian is our 3rd doctor, which is odd. We've only got 3 doctors with this many people. It's just the way the numbers rolled out. Currently, they're still training up. They're still on comb over here, though there's not much left of them. This has been pretty dark what's happened to that poor fella. Actually, we can probably install a jaw on him. He lost his jaw to frostbite, so maybe let's give him some dentures. Yeah, that should help him out. Let's finish off our hospital and then maybe a small armory. You know what? Never mind the armory. We're just going to leave the weapons there. It is a little bit dangerous, but I'm kind of tired of waiting around. Where was our components? We have 31 advanced components. Not enough. Keep cranking them out, people. Keep cranking them out. We've got 2 fabrication benches here, just churning them out constantly. It is finally time for the great chicken experiment to come to an end. Oh, and one of them managed to lay an egg just as... You know what? Never mind. More food for everyone. I think there's a few more that still have to come. The chicks moves much slower, but hopefully we'll... boom, rat revenge. There's always something going on, isn't there? Sometimes I think Cassandra's just messing with us. We've got a bunch of mad squirrels. So if you check out the map up here... Thank God for this map. It makes things so much simpler. We've got 5 squirrels that have gone mad. I'm not even going to care. If they get close to anyone, they'll get punched to death. Our people are well armored up enough that I don't think any of the... At 5 squirrels are much of a problem. Yeah, I'm going to call that... Oops, you ran into the wrong people. Jesus. You know what, let's set them all to be hunted. That might be a smart plan. Yeah, let's have all of those squirrels hunted down, just in case. Time for our next trade deal, but this time we've brought an awful lot of flake. Like, we have brought 10,800 silver worth of flake. Let's see what we can buy here. This highlight mod is just so handy. I mean, there's an Architect part. Any Architect parts, they'll show up because we've got them selected. Just simple things like that. Ah, perfect. Let's see what else they've got that we want. Oh, look at that. All the helmets. Anything with the word helmet in it, highlighted. Psychic foil helmet. You know what? We need a couple more of those just in case we get hit by a high psychic drone. We may have went a little overboard there in what we bought, but we're picking up all the neutronamine, medicine, advanced components, all the plasteel, mega screen television, a telescope, 2 helmets, and a psychic foil helmet. That cost us almost 10 grand, but we still came away with all their cash and a little bit of change. I'm going to call that a deal. A deal for us, anyway. We'll head back home, and then we'll have to do one more mining shift. But I have taken everyone and just put them on fabrication benches from now on. It's going to have to be. These advanced components are just crawling along. We need 100, and it's just not coming in fast enough. This is taking way too long. We're trying to grind out the components and do everything, but oh my god. I'm getting bored. We haven't been attacked in God knows how long. Where is it? Yeah, let's go for the last 30 days. Was it? I think ambushes. We're getting ambushes instead of raids. So the last thing we got was a mech cluster, then we got a couple of ambushes. So I think the ambushes are overwriting what would normally be raids on our base, which is why everything's so good. And as well as that, we haven't been raided in ages. Look at this. There's a massive gap. But a quest has come along to help bring enjoyment to our lives. So we've got savage beasts. 74 man-hunting rhinos will show up. 4 seconds after you accept a quest, we can get, well, none of these are really great. I mean, if we were sticking around for going for a long-term mega base, these tech prints would actually be really, really handy. That's 4 tech prints in one, yes please. But instead, I think another pain giver, like that Persona Monosword, someone else can use that. I mean, worst case scenario, Worf can sleep with it. It'll be grand. First up, we're just going to set up a little animal kill box over here, though. We've got a day before this, we have to accept it. All right, everyone's set up and good to go. Let's get our quest on. I think, yeah, gotta go with the pain giver. I mean, the LTech staff would be fun, but seriously, the only reason I'm accepting this is I haven't killed anything in so long. I mean, it's been ages since we've got a decent fight. Where are they? Oh, that reminds me, I should bring the animals back inside just to make sure they don't open any doors. That is a huge stream of animals running away. Grenades. You know what? Against these things, I'm thinking grenades are going to be a good idea. Pow. Yeah, that'll slow them down. Now, hopefully Quark will get some decent experience here, but won't get too hurt. We'll keep an eye on him just to make sure. Oof. Damn. And he should be able to get in some decent experience on his melee. I think we can call that a successful blooding. I feel so much better after that. Oh, it was about time they all died. Anyway, let's see. We should get a few decent corpses out of that, and then a whole bunch of annoying things that we're going to have to... Oh, no. A whole bunch of ones that we're going to have to incinerate, but thankfully the incinerator is right next door. Let's get back to work. Well, with all that excitement out of the way, I think it's time we got started on the ship. It's taking too long to develop these components. We might as well start building the sucker while we've got the chance. So we'll just stick the reactor in the corner there. Yeah, we'll have to make this a little bit smaller. Doesn't matter, we've got plenty of herbal medicine. 714, yeah, that'll keep us going for a while. Famous last words. One last quick trade run here. We're going to pick ourselves up 4 advanced components, 4 psychic suit pulters, 40 beer, 48 medicine, 122 neutroamine, and a bunch of panoxycillin to help immunize us against upcoming nastiness. And we just sold off a bunch of leathers and clothing. I'm no longer even trying to craft clothing for money. It's just, and for grinding up abilities, it's just not worth it. We're using everyone to grind up as much advanced components as we can possibly get our paws on. To try and help with that, we're going to add in another fabrication bench. It'll cost us 2 advanced components, but it's just taking so long to get these fabrication benches out, or to get it fabricated. And sometimes when someone has a bench already highlighted, no one else can use it, and it causes people to run around who should be crafting. Instead, they end up running off and doing something else. While all that was going on, ship engine is... Oh, damn it, I thought that was going to be done. Ship engine is almost done. With the engine finished, I'm not going to activate it just yet. We'll still stick in some ship parts. However, we're eating through our plasteel at an insane rate, and our steel. Right now we have 3 quests out on the world map for steel. In fact, one of them right now, or plasteel. One of them right now, Cant is busy hammering through at a stupid rate. I love the way Wesley's like trying, but even though Cant started from behind, still going to pass you out and be onto that last chunk before you even get close to it. So once we bring in all of those, we should have enough plasteel, hopefully. Though we still need some regular steel, so I've queued up a few mining operations around the map, and they're also going to get done. It's all just construction, 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 and all 4 of our fabrication benches are up and running, so if anyone has any free time... Seriously? Now? Where are you? Oh yeah, you're out on the world map. Did you finish the plasteel at least? No, you did not. Well, that's alright, you can finish your... You can start some fires. The other guy can finish it off. You'd think as a pyromaniac he'd be happy. He's got a huge chunk of the map on fire. Nope, still wants to start more fires. Well, the rain's coming. Tough. Oh, and Wesley, it's going to take you forever to get through that. I think it's about 1% for Wesley every chip. I really need to give him a drill arm. Oh, a couple of quests came in on the side. This one here actually looked quite interesting. It's just build a big building. But the only thing that really interested me was the heavy SMG legendary. Well, the charge lance masterwork is okay, and the assault rifle masterwork, but realistically, we're well past the run and gun stage, so we don't want to have any sniper rifles, charge lances, stuff like that. We just have a kill box and a lot of heavy weaponry. We want to kill stuff quickly. Monosword might not have been the most terrible thing, but that tempted me, but no. Too much bother in building. Then we also have this one here, which I really would like all that plasteel and the bionic arm and leg, but it would cost 5 bionic hearts, each one costing 4 advanced components. 2 or 4, never mind, it cost a lot of advanced components. We were not bothered getting into that. Once Can recovers from his mental break, we'll leave this map segment. Oh, just as Wesley finished mining, Can's like, oh yeah, I'm fine now. You lazy sod. You were just faking so you could get out of mining. We have finally done it. There's not a single living animal left on the map. Oh, great. One of them just came back on. Potato-wise, we're down to... Oh, we just had a big harvest in. But, yeah, for a while there we were down below 1,500 potatoes because we'd killed so much stuff, turned it into meat and turned everything into meals. We now have an absolutely huge amount of survival meals. I've stockpiled some over here, some over here. Some have been dumped into the living room areas or the dining room areas. I even built a piano. No idea if anyone uses it, but we'll just leave it there anyway. I think we're prepped. We just need more plasteel and more advanced components and more steel and, well, okay, a little bit more of everything. And things just got interesting. A raid from the Lyrexia mechanive? I don't care. It's a fight. I haven't had a fight in God knows how long, a decent one, and I know this sounds wrong, but I'm kind of just want one. Come on, what's in there? Hurry up. Okay, maybe I didn't want that much of a fight. Oh my god, okay, 16 centipedes. 16, oh yeah, 12 scythers, 6 lancers. 12 scythers, 6 lancers. 12 scythers, yeah, 12 scythers is fine. 6 lancers, yeah, pikemen. How many pikemen do we have? No, that's scrap. Pikemen? 8 pikemen. Okay, 16 centipedes though. 16! Okay, we're gonna have to do something about that. Alright, we'll get the kill box ready. Well, everyone's asleep. So we'll let everyone nap for a little bit longer, and Can and Wesley are probably not in the best mood. They've just came back from a long trip. All the doors are closed. Yeah, all the doors are well closed. So no one's getting in except through the kill box. Well, come on to the kill box, ladies. We'll get some people in to greet you shortly. Once they're inside the kill box, we're going to have Kira here try and slow down the rear echelons by getting them to shoot each other. Oh, they might also damage the walls, so maybe let's have Kira leg it around the corner. Oh, Jesus. Okay, they shot each other off a bit. Didn't destroy any wall segments. You know what? I think we do that again. Any of them take any injuries? Actually, never mind. I didn't give Kira the side staff, so she's ran out of juice already. We'll have her return home and get ready for more of this. I think that worked out okay, though. Some of them have been slowed down and have developed a few medical conditions that will make it harder for them to get into the kill box, and I've decided to go with double EMP grenades to make sure none of them can hopefully get off too many shots. This is going to be a bit of a long fight, I think. After the last fight, I reinforced some of the walls with some plasteel. We're probably going to need to replace a bunch of walls after this, especially after we've chewed through the last of these centipedes. Now, who's a major break risk? Can, they're still in bed, and Neelix. I left Can and Neelix to do whatever they wanted. Hopefully they'll stay out of it. In fact, you know what, let's bring up the map. Once they get some meals and all that, they can come rejoin us. A couple of people are getting a bit hungry, so we're going to send them off to grab some meals, namely Neelix and O'Brien. This is going to be a long fight and drag on for a while. Come on. Oh, no. Do not even think about shooting Quark and Worf. I love the way they're lining up to die. We must have the only animals in the universe attracted to the sound of gunfire. All the animals are coming over to have a gawk. I'm gonna send them away, otherwise something's gonna get winged. Our first centipedes have arrived. Yeah, I think we could. No, we're gonna need to adjust the accuracy on these. These needs to go back just a tad to about there. And you need to go about there. Perfect. Alright, let's chew through the last of these, shall we? And Kira, you seem to be at a bad angle. Let's move you from Spock. Wow, how are you still on fire? There's a bunch of fire foam poppers around here. You know what? Kira can go put you out. I have to say, this kill box has worked out exceedingly well. This little heat psychic emanator, I am so glad everyone convinced me to get it. It means anyone in the hospital area or really close to this edge can be just kept that little bit happier so that they don't go over the edge in the middle of one of these long fights. For example, where is it? +6 is, yeah, +5 from the psychic emanator. Oh, you, maybe start EMPing that thing. Don't want it causing us any more grief than it necessarily absolutely has to. This is one of the ones that got badly injured during the fight. Okay, boom. Everyone's done. And why are all the puppies over there? Oh, yeah, that's the wrong zone. We want to clear the defense area from there. And now they should go to the refrigerator defense area. Yeah, I'm going to want all the animals in there. The rest of you, I'll get back to work. Now, if we've done this right, if they need food, they should immediately pop into this area. No, they're going to go all the way back and get actual fine meals. Works for me. Alright, someone get to attending the sick. We ended up with 3 injured people out of all of that, which, honestly, not that bad. A few burns, damage to the leg. Yeah, all worked out pretty good. As we move into the next day, I should probably point out every single pawn I checked got full shooting experience from that day, as in every single one of them got maxed out experience, and if they had tried to learn any more, they couldn't. They had only getting 20% of the efficiency out of it. That's how much shooting went on over here. It's kind of terrifying. Oh, and as well as that, we might want to get rid of some of this granite and start replacing it with plasteel. Yeah, it just, otherwise, as we start to get into more difficult raids, it will chew through more and more of our walls. Alright, and let's get our hands on even more plasteel. So much mining. Oh my god. Wesley, make sure you keep going. We have to micromanage these a little bit to make sure they get them out as quickly as possible. But this is the second plasteel vein on this run. They're going to be coming back with so much plasteel. Would you know it, but Luxana's actually good at the piano. Who would have guessed? You can barely hear it there. I'd forgotten we had a new form of recreation since the patch, so it turns out, yeah, music also a form of recreation on top of telescope, television, cerebral, dexterity, social, and solitary. I'm going to have to start including them in more and more of my my dining areas. Yeah, this one here is the proper one. This one was more of a compressed down one with too many chairs. I could probably rip out some of the things in there and maybe stick in a piano, but nope, too late now. Let's let this current, here we are, 751 plasteel winging its way back to us. With that combined with, say, one more, there's another vein of plasteel out there, we should have enough to finish off this ship. This ship is walled in, and I think very next episode, what we're going to do is fire that up, and the whole next episode will just be dealing with all of the raids that come with that. Once we've dealt with the raids, we'll then get back into the ship, and please tell me it's only one of those has gone Mad Manhunter. Ah, yeah, that's fine. If all of them went Mad Manhunter, that might be a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, Sulu, no. Sulu, why don't you just help out there and take that one down? Be a good pal. We are going out of our way to try and get as many animals as possible off the map. We almost have all of our potatoes. No, how much? Yeah, we're down to 2,877 potatoes. It seems like a proper Irish village right about now. And Killbox. Yep, I'm going to say that Killbox has worked out amazingly well. I really like that design just for the sheer amount of firepower you can bring to bear. And those two little the EMPs from here, they're just so clutch. Anyway, I'm going to cut it out here. I hope you enjoyed and good luck.